Unwrap all the magic of the holidays with a holiday loan from Barksdale Federal Credit Union. Get holiday cash to use for gifts, travel, year-end expenses, or to treat yourself. Merry Christmas from Barksdale Federal Credit Union.
First on 4, jury selection is underway for 46-year-old David Burns of Boyce. He's charged with second-degree murder for the October 2004 death of 19-year-old Courtney Coco of Alexandria. Alina Noakes is at the Rapides Parish Courthouse with a recap of how the selection is going so far. Alina.
Brooke, the trial is expected to last 2 weeks, and jury selection is expected to last an entire week. And by all indications from today's proceedings, that is likely to be the case. Coco's body was found in Winnie, Texas in October 2004 in an abandoned building. Detectives believe she was strangled and that her body was wrapped in her comforter and dumped in Texas. This case is about 18 years old and remained cold. In 2019, a true crime podcast was released on the case and attempted to answer who killed Coco. Burns was indicted by a grand jury in April of 2021. Prosecutors said Burns was in a relationship with Coco's sister and alleged that he was also seeing Coco. Since the release of the podcast and news of his arrest in 2021, the case has garnered a significant following in the community through both social media and news outlets. The very first panel of potential jurors today, consisting of 20 people, took most of the afternoon to sort through. Of that panel, about 15 people knew something about the case. While some were only vaguely aware of the case through news articles and broadcasts, a few were more informed. 5 of those potential jurors claimed they'd be unable to be impartial in the case, meaning they thought they'd be unable to find Burns not guilty if the state failed to prove their case. 3 had listened to at least some of the podcast. 1 potential juror knew Coco's mother and aunt personally. 1 other person knew Burns personally and said it wasn't a good relationship. And 1 potential juror simply said, "You can't unhear what you've heard." Jury selection continues in the morning. The case is being prosecuted by Hugo Holland and Johnny Giordano. Christopher LaCour and Willie Stevens represent Burns, and Judge Mary Doggett is presiding over the case. Brooke, back to you.
All right, thank you, Alina. You can stay on